In this video we are going to demonstrate how to install Grunt and create the task using Grunt and run the task which are specified in Grunt file. Our first task is to launch the editor and ensure that your Grunt folder, which is Grunt sample here, is part of the IDE which will be displayed in Explorer. Second, you need to ensure that you have added the terminal, because at this terminal you will be doing all the installation. This terminal is part of the IDE itself. In order to ensure that you get all at one place, Visual Studio Code provides this capability of adding terminal in the IDE itself. We'll be installing our first component, and that is Grunt CLI. In order to install Grunt CLI, which takes responsibility of managing all the Grunt tasks, we'll be using npm, that is Node Package Manager module. So we'll write npm at the prompt, we'll provide the space, we'll write install followed by -g because we want it to be globally installed, followed by Grunt CLI. We'll press enter. Once we'll press enter, it will fetch it from the repository and it will ensure that it has installed. Next, we have to go and install plugins which will be used in order to build the task. First plugin that we will install here is JS Hint. In order to do that, we'll be using npm followed by install, and instead of using -g, we'll be using --save dev because we want this to be part of the development. We'll use name of the plugin, that is Grunt, followed by contrib, followed by JS Hint, and we'll press enter. Once we'll press enter, it will install JS Hint as one of the modules which we will be using in order to build the task. Second module that we will install here is npm install followed by --save, and we'll specify dev because we want this module also to be added as development module. We'll specify Grunt followed by contrib followed by uglify, which is one of the plugins in order to uglify your JavaScript code. We'll press enter. Once we'll press enter, it will again fetch it from repository and it will ensure that it has installed it. Ignore vulnerabilities as of now because it's not going to have impact over our program. You have to have focus on plus symbol, which ensures that this particular plugin is added. We will clear screen. After clearing screen, we will expand our Grunt sample, which contains a very important file called as Grunt file. We'll open gruntfile.js. If it is not visible completely, you have to go and minimize the panel size of your terminal. To do that, you will click on the restore panel size and you will get a basic Grunt file which contains the task. So first is you have to ensure that all the configurations are specified within module.export equal to function Grunt, where Grunt is being passed as an argument, and this is an anonymous function. Next task is to configure Grunt, which we are doing on line number 5 by making call to init-config and passing the object which we want to be used as configuration. And first element of configuration is specified in line number 8, which starts with pkg, means package, and you are specifying grunt.file.readjson package.json. So it will read current package.json in order to ensure that it is able to parse what all modules are added to this package.json. Once you have done that, in line number 11 you are making call to uglify, and in uglify task you have specified options and build, where you can go and you can specify multiple different options which suits the need of your program. As of now, we are keeping it empty. Next, since Grunt file is a simple JavaScript file, we can go and log messages. Like in line number 19, we are writing grunt.log.write and we are specifying whatever log we want to place. Next, in line number 22 and 25, we have taken responsibility of loading the plugin which is part of your package.json as a result of installation, and finally you are registering the task, one of the task as default task, and in our current scenario we are taking Uglify as the default task. Once you have configured the default task, you can add multiple different tasks that you want to be added to your gruntfile.js depending on the application's need. Once you have done this, ensure that you have saved the file. You'll go to file and you'll click on save. Once you save the file, you have to just go and run grunt in order to ensure that whatever task is specified in grunt file is executed. So we'll do that. We'll again maximize the terminal panel by clicking on maximize panel size, which is there on the right hand side of on the bar of your terminal. You'll click there and you will write grunt. Once you write grunt, you'll find that it executes your log and it also runs Uglify build, which is the task that we have specified as default. Since we haven't specified any file creation, it is not creating any file and it is displaying a message in green saying that grunt has completed its task without any errors. In this video we demonstrated how you can install grunt and you can manage tasks which are specified in gruntfile.js.